were dance forms which were classical in nature, the ballet and so on. It had a different rhythm, a different absorption, different beauty. It was more about getting into the rhythm of sounds through disciplines of your body and mind. Today, dance forms is about stimulating your system and exhausting yourself at the end of it. So aggressive, Beats, everything is about the beats, dancing to the beats. So you feel alive, and moving. The whole context has changed. Stimulate your senses. The more you feed your senses, the happier you will be. The more I feed my tongue, it's not about feeding the tongue, it's feeding the body. It swells. Are you really happy with this feeding? I'm carrying a burden now, not happiness. Feeding the tongue, feeding the body, feeding the senses. This is called materialism. A philosophy that drives you towards happiness. But what are going to be your tools? Tools such as feeding, stimulating the senses, for which we require a lot of material support system. Water mattress, We have all kinds of crazy ideas about what will make me happy. A water mattress, all kinds of things are available. The West has really taught us how to be materially driven. Driven for what? Destination is same, happiness. And so people are on a rat race. To make mint. Make money, why? Because if you don't, you cannot be happy. If you don't have that education, you cannot be happy. If you don't have a partner, it is impossible. How can you be happy without a partner? Oh, really? Everybody who has partners are happy? Don't ask that question now. But you not having a partner, how can you be happy? So not having a partner, you're not happy. Having a partner, of course you're not happy. But this is not the partner, there is a change required. Maybe the new partner will bring happiness. In fact, when you compare, the previous one was better. Where is happiness? Where do you go for this, You can't retrace these people either because they find other sources. They get locked up into other relationships. So then how do you backtrack? You can only move forward. Very, very difficult. Relationships are not providing. Materialism is not providing. Where is this? How am I going to achieve this destination? What are the sources? We have run out of our, possibilities. Then we thought Facebook will do it. All our loneliness will be taken care of. Imagine, you think you're the only one thinking like that? There are 50 other lonely people thinking like you. So 50 lonely means what? 50 times lonely, is the energy there. Because it is not that two lonely people make one happy couple, It is two lonely souls coming together. Loneliness is doubled. Loneliness is doubled. Intensified. Now you have to deal with not only your mind and heart, you have to deal with the other one is equally a big project. So where does a human being go? Or is search for happiness just a bluff? That there is no such answer available. No? And so the civilization that drove its humanity, its people, to the external, through the external world, I will achieve, I will find my answer. What happens to such people who really hope and wish that there's a solution out there? Something it's in becoming a big corporate CEO, and start climbing this corporate ladder and break down. That's all. The higher up in the corporate world, the bigger the breakdown. Yes. And so these efforts have not really delivered real substance, They've given us some happiness, all right. We can't say they didn't give any happiness. Temporarily, we are okay. Temporary happiness we can get, but it is not sustainable. It's not long lasting. It is so long as it is. As long as you're in the gym, you're okay. But when you step out, you're back to yourself. As long as you are moving in the day, you're okay. There's enough distractions. When you come home to your own base, all loneliness creeps in. And so this search, which is driven towards the external, for that destination, is really an approach which can keep you going eternally. Keep you going eternally means eternally searching. And this person who looks in the external, we call him a bhogi. Bhogi. It's a Sanskrit expression. You're going to hear a few Sanskrit expressions from me because of the yoga tradition that you are in. It'll help for you to, I would say, memorize or get it in your tongue so that you know when you go into the text, you know what is being said. These are called bhogis. Then who is a yogi? A bhogi is one who's out there. There is another search, another rhythm, another movement. And that movement for the same destination, called happiness, called inner peace, that rhythm, that movement is not external, but it is turned inward. Turned inward. The search for happiness, inward, looking in. And that search is a search, the person searching in this manner, we call that person a yogi. Yogi. Searching for happiness, not in the external world, but within. When we say within, searching for happiness, searching for peace, within, why would you do something like that? When the society is going in the other direction, why would you turn inward? Because I know for a fact my answer is not out there. That must be very clear, that the answer is not really out there.